Welcome to the Atomic Impact Podcast. I'm your host, Jason Osborn. And on this podcast, we interview successful business owners for them to share atomic, impactful lessons that they've learned throughout the course of their business career and share them with us so we can learn as well. As always, this show is sponsored by the LinkedIn Reverse Podcast Method, the new way to close deals that doesn't rely on any of the old traditional methods that everyone hates. We use this method about 26 qualified leads and sales calls in 10 days without any ad spend, outreach, or endless social media posting. To find out more, direct message me on LinkedIn to have a chat. That's Jason A. Osborne, and the link to that will be in the show notes below. But on today's show, our special guest is Sonia Felfli. She's the owner of Savoir Vivre Lifestyle, which hopefully I've pronounced that somewhat close. She provides luxury villa rentals in Mykonos and Ibiza. So, Sonia, it's great having you on the show. And I want to start off with asking you the same question I always love to start off asking, which is this. If you were to somehow have a time machine and go back in time to when you started your very first business, what's the number one piece of advice that you would give yourself?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure for me to be here today. I would say, oh my God, you're taking me back far, very far. I would say that I would do things a bit differently, let's say. I will stop trying to prove myself to everyone. I will trust my inner gut. I will just cut out the noise and just do what I know that I do best, listening to people, understand them, and connect with them. Because for me, it's very important, the human connection, which has been lost nowadays. And clients now have been treated as automated experiences, booking numbers, and this is not what we do at the end of the day. So I would just say to be more true to yourself and trust what you are doing, trust your values, and go for it 100,000%. Not listen to anyone. Elevate your vibration, stay on the very high energy, and then everything will come to you.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. When you talk about like not losing yourself, trusting your gut, what are some of the lessons you've learned around that? Because I think it's something we all know we need to do, but it's a challenge to do that sometimes, particularly when business might be tough or there's a particular challenge that we're facing. What are some things that you've learned to follow your gut and just trust yourself, as you said?
Well, I would say that these things, as you say, come from experiences. You know, when you fall 20,000 times, as I say to my kids, this is how you learn to walk. If you don't fall, you won't learn to walk. If you don't move, you won't see the world. So there are not particular things. There is no, let's say, a magical recipe that I will tell you, follow 1, 2, 3. It's like for parenting, no one tells you what to do at the end of the day. You are just left with the children that you have to raise, to educate, and to make sure that they are good human beings, right? So there is no magical recipe, but what I can say is that when you first start a business, you are a newbie, let's say. You are new to the business, especially the luxury business is a very competitive business. It's a saturated business as well. You have many companies, you have big companies. You need to outperform these companies. You need to prove yourself. You need to elevate your business with, let's say, a very limited brand awareness at the beginning. So it's very challenging and you learn on the ground. You just stick to specific values. For me, for instance, the human connection is very important. Listening to people is very important. I feel like we don't know how to listen. So we don't understand what the people want. If you want
Yeah.
to understand someone's need, you need to first listen. We are not taught how to listen at the end of the day. No one tells us how to listen. It's not something written on the books, or you learn it from your experience, from your parents, from your environment, etc. But no one tells you how to do it. So you are put in an environment filled of competition, and you need to survive. But here is the thing: if you don't want to do the same, if you don't like it, for instance, I didn't like this approach of seeing people as numbers. They are not numbers at the end of the day. They are more
Yeah.
than that. They deserve to be understood. And when you understand them, when you listen to their feelings, to their emotions, to where they are coming from, what you understand what they need. And when you understand what they need, you can match the high quality that you want to provide them with the human connection. This is the, as I say, the emotional intelligence that we use in our business, which not everyone is using. At the end of the day, you cannot make money only, okay, we are not charity at the end of the day, of course not, but your reputation will outgrow any revenue for me. So stick to yourself, be true to yourself. If you really believe and if you really love something, you will be okay. Of course, there will be mistakes. Of course, you will be in the learning process, but all our life is a continuous learning process. And I love when people come to me and they tell me, you know what, Sonia, this stay was a reset for me. This, you know, you are so simple. You are so, we can speak with you, we can share with you. I feel like I speak to a friend. I
Yeah.
feel like I know you since ages. And for me, it's very, very important, this human connection that we don't have nowadays, let's say.
Yeah, I love that. And I totally agree with you. I think, that's how I approach my business as well. It's all about the relationships and the connection there. And people feel that. They can feel the difference when you communicate with them, when it's done from authenticity and that human connection point. I'd be curious to hear what your thoughts are on this as well, Sonia. When you look back at your business,
Yes.
in your business career, what's the number one biggest challenge that you've faced so far? And what were the lessons that you learned from that?
The challenge, the number one challenge is to not listen to anyone, let's say.
Mm,
I am insisting on that. Is that, you know, there is a lot of noise everywhere, meaning, shall I do like this company because this company is successful? Shall I maybe try this? Because this road, as I see, leads somewhere where I am not at the moment.
mm,
Maybe this friend or the other friend is right. I should change this, I should change that. It's like everyone knows everything about your kid, but no one has kids. It's exactly
yep.
the same about your business. I believe that no one knows your struggles. No one is you at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
And because of that, this is your power. No one is you. So just do
Mm,
you at the end of the
yeah.
day. Don't care about what people are saying. Um, don't listen to the people noise. Of course, I took advices, I made mistakes. Very important to acknowledge the fact that, okay, this doesn't work for me at the moment. It doesn't mean that it's the end of the world. It's fine. It doesn't work now. Something else. Move on. Let's try something else. Let's do this. Let's do that. I love trying new things. So let's try this, road that I've never taken, getting out of my comfort zone. And it's all about energy. Is when someone comes into a room, you feel their vibe, right? You
Yeah.
feel it. So it's important to just trust yourself and not listen to anyone at the end of the day. I'm not saying don't take advice of professionals. Of course, I mean, there are people who are ahead of you if you compare the moment you started and where they are. Of course, you need to learn from them, but just make sure that you are not losing yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Yeah, there's a fine balance in there, isn't there, where you want to take advice from people that have been ahead of you and have learned those things, but trying to just take advice from everyone,
Yeah,
as you said, it's not
you get
helpful.
lost.
You do. You
Yes, you
do.
completely get
It's
lost. You lose it. You become mad at the end of the day. And I believe that true personalization is the new premium at the end of the day.
mm,
It's you need a very, very personal approach, a genuine personal approach, not an approach of I want to get closer to you to take something out of you. You know, I have done so many things that I've never get paid in money, but I received a huge satisfaction when I see children laughing, you know, coming to me for pictures, asking me for advices, very well established people that you use protocols to speak with them, seeing that, you know, you just tell them, I don't care what you do for a living. It doesn't matter for me. I don't really care. The most important for me is the human being fact.
yeah.
You know, they say, okay, fine. Because in luxury and with ultra high net worth people, we have this, sometimes people get, you know, I won't say embarrassed, but because they are not used to it, maybe, they say, okay, I need to be careful, I need this, and they get impressed. Nothing impresses me. I mean, at the end of the day, you are successful, great. You are a president, great. This is your job. This is your life. It's not my job. I don't care at the end of the
Yeah.
day who you are. I mean, if you
Yeah.
are a
Yeah.
president, if you are a queen, if you are whatever, a singer, and I deal a lot with this kind of people, I would say, if you are like a billionaire, I don't care. What I care is that we are human beings. For me, as I said this to someone who is working in a government, in a very high position in the US. And we were discussing something, and he said, I cannot give you my ID, I cannot give you my passport because I work for the government and this and that, blah, blah, blah. I said, listen, I don't fucking care who you are. What I care is, I ordered it for you food today. Did you like it? Yes, it was amazing. This is the most important for me. I don't care who you are, what you do. Do you believe that this will serve me for something? No, I don't really care. I don't care.
Yeah.
For me, the most important is that you are safe. You are having the best time of your life. And what you will say, oh, I trust this girl. Oh, I
Yeah.
will come back. I will
Yeah.
do a reference.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah. It's
then,
amazing.
yes, and we went somewhere and he opened up. We closed our phones and he opened up about personal things that I've never asked, you know? So this
Yeah.
for me is rewarding because I
Yeah.
see people as people, individuals. I don't see
Yeah.
them numbers. I don't see them, oh my God, it's the president of I don't know what. I don't care.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. Yeah.
mean, I care more about the feeling that I'm living. This is very
Yeah.
important. Whether you work in a luxury villa rental, whether you work for retail, whether you work anywhere in any industry, what's the most important? What do we say? You need to listen to your audience, right? This is what we lack. We lack
Yeah.
listening. If you
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
listen, you won't understand them. And
Yeah.
if you see someone, it's like in the relationship. If you see someone only for your own benefit, numbers, at the end of the day, you get fucked. I mean,
Yeah.
because they will find someone that they feel understood because they listen to them, and they will go there. And we don't want that. We are consistent people. When you are
Yeah.
consistent, you have trust, you know. So consistency brings you trust. Your personality brings you loyalty.
Yeah.
The more consistent you are, the more you stick to what you really believe, to your
Yeah.
true self at the end of the day. It's like
Yeah.
a kid. A kid doesn't care if they lost like 3, 4, 5 tooth. They don't care. They care when, you know, someone will bring them money to replace this kind of
Yeah. Yeah.
berries
Yeah.
and stuff like this. So we
Yeah.
need at the end of the day to find our inner child.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that.
Shut out the noise.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the moment I cut out the noise, everything shifted for me.
That's
100,000%.
amazing.
100,000%.
Yeah.
Because you are in another energy, you are in another vibration. You don't chase. You don't chase. Because
Yeah.
it's like in a relationship again. When you are after a girl, she doesn't like you. But when you sit
Mm.
down, you say, okay, this is me. She likes me or not, I don't care. Then she said,
Yeah.
he's different. Let me go and see what's going on. You know,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
same,
Yeah.
it's very simple things applied in daily life. And we have the tendency of forgetting applying these things in business. Everyone sells luxury. Everyone, okay, at the end of the day, we are not Airbnb, we are not VRBO, we are not Booking.com. I'm not saying they are people, they use these platforms, they are
Mm.
fantastic for a specific segment. But for a segment and for people that want something different, they
Yeah.
would value. It's not the right approach to see them number or just to provide them
Yeah.
automated
Yeah. No,
experiences.
I love that. I love that, Sonia. I think that's great advice. Great advice for sure. And I love that your human approach and touch to everything. For people that are wanting to learn more about you or the luxury villa accommodations that you provide, what's the best place for them to get in touch with you?
Well, there are many places. The first is LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn. It's a
Yeah.
very professional platform. It's where I am more active. Let's say they can also go to savoirvivrelifestyle.com. It's a French. Savoir vivre is you know, this way of living that not everyone has, but everyone wants.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
they can find me
That's
there.
a
And I will
brilliant.
be more than happy to listen to them, to understand their needs, and to have maybe a small or a big impact in their lives.
That is beautiful. Beautiful. I definitely recommend everyone checking out Sonia and the different places she just said. And if you're looking for any luxury villa rentals, check her out for sure. So, Sonia, thank you so much for being on the show. Some
Thank you
great
for
thoughts
having
that you
me.
had. And
It was a
yeah,
blast. Thank you.
good. Good, 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 amazing. And as a reminder for everyone that is listening, this show is sponsored by the LinkedIn Reverse Podcast Method, the new way to close deals that doesn't rely on any of the old traditional methods that everyone hates. To find out more, direct message me on LinkedIn to have a chat. That's Jason A. Osborne. And the link to that will be in the show notes below. And until next episode, stay inspired.